Hey everyone, welcome back to On the Fence Movie Reviews. I am Rob, and this is SlashBack Friday. Hey everyone, on this episode of SlashBack Friday today, I want to review a movie that came out in 1999, and it is The Blair Witch Project. Now, The Blair Witch Project, it is a found footage film, and the film came out in 1999, but it's in the film it takes place in 1994, and it follows Heather, Josh, and Michael, which are three friends and three filmmakers who are set out to go into Burkittsville, Maryland, in the Black Hills Forest to document and do a documentary on the legend of the Blair Witch. Now, the Blair Witch is like, you know, the Kukui or the Chupacabra. There's a legend about it in this certain town, and they go around interviewing people that have lived there that, you know, are skeptical, that think it's all, you know, nonsense, that people that think, oh, I've heard stuff, I heard stories, you know, people have disappeared. They're interviewing people who are skeptical and people who actually think there's something out there, and, you know, just people who are like, you know, it's nothing. And so it follows them as they go into the forest and they're documenting everything. And things start to happen in the forest, things that they at first are just like, oh, it's, you know, the wind or the trees, and it just, stuff starts to unfold. You know, they're spending the weekend there, and as, you know, night one, night two, just things start to unfold. And I don't want to give too much away, because if you haven't seen it, I definitely think you should check it out if you're a fan of just good, solid horror movie and good suspense. What this movie does really well, it plays with sound, because it is a found footage film. There is no, you know, special sound effects or any special you know, kind of, oh, let's add this track, you know, this audio track in there. It's kind of all what you hear from the camera, and, you know, obviously there's editing involved, but the way they play with sound, and you think you hear something, or you hear something, or just the breathing. There's, you know, if you've seen it or if you've not seen it, there's a kind of famous part in the movie where Heather has the camera to her face, and she's just like kind of breathing and kind of in a fear of her life, and afraid, and she's talking to the camera, and you get that emotion. And I feel like these three characters, they each one do their job really well, as far as you know, people being kind of skeptical of what's going on, and, oh, this isn't supernatural, this is just some people messing around with us, kind of thing. And there's a car driving by. So you get that, you get some kind of clashing in there with each other, and it's an overall solid movie when it comes to, as far as sound and the way they use the camera to, you know, kind of which way they're going and how they use the camera. And the ending, I will not give it away, but the ending for me, when I first seen it, I was just like, that's amazing. And now there are people who are just like, you know, they didn't feel that way about the ending. But for me, I really enjoyed this whole movie. I thought it was a really good movie when I seen it in theaters, and I recently just watched it, and I still think it's a really good movie, and it still kind of creeps me out a little bit, maybe a lot, who knows. But definitely, I would say, get off the fence and go ahead and check out The Blair Witch Project. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at On The Fence Movie Reviews. We try to put out some questionnaires, you know, what movies you want us to review, and just little things like that. Once, you know, everything kind of settles down and gets back to normal, we'll start posting more of our behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, so anyways, thanks for tuning in, and remember, we'll catch you on the fence.